What's going on YouTube? So today we got another mock draft, obviously. Um I honestly just kind of sat down and was like, you know what, I want to record a mock draft because I needed to upload one for this week and I had some free time. It is Thursday, March 25th, so free agency has been blowing up and a lot of the big free agents are off the board. There's still a couple sitting out there like Clowney, Eric Fisher, Mitchell Schwartz, guys like those. Like the older guys, really. It's just a lot of veterans sitting out on the board at this point. And Malik Hooker. I don't know. I just really like Malik Hooker. So, yeah. Malik Hooker's still out there. I don't know how he hasn't been signed yet. And I think his rankings are on free agent. That kind of scared me. Malik Hooker's ranked really low, I think. So, it's going to be a longer video. I'm going to go ahead and make mock draft 2.0. Mel Kiper just put out 3.0. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. And again, this is no trades because I'm not going to pay for premium. So, yeah, no trades, unfortunately. But I will try to mention when I think there will be like what I think could be a trade and all that. So right here, easiest pick in the draft. Easiest pick of all time, Trevor Lawrence to the Jaguars. I feel like I don't ever need to explain that. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and skip number 2 right here, the Jets. I think it was Mel Kiper who said this. Actually, you know what? I saved it on Instagram. I saw it on Instagram earlier today. Mel Kiper said something about Sam Darnold that I was just like, what? It was talking about I think he was talking about Sam Darnold. And he said, there's a quarterback out there that's available that's better than any of the quarterbacks in this draft except for Trevor Lawrence. And that's Sam Darnold. That is quote unquote from Mel Kiper. So yeah, I don't know about all that. Like they're like Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, whoever, Kyle Trask, whoever in this draft could end up being better than Sam Darnold. But if I am the Jets, I just do not see any reason why they go quarterback at number 2. I think you could definitely see them trade out if they don't want to go quarterback. I think you could definitely see them trade out. Like I said, no trades, unfortunately, here. So for them, they just got Corey Davis. So we're going to go ahead and go over here and just kind of like look at their team a little. Like I said, they just got Corey Davis. They still got Denzel Mims and Jamison Crowder. So I think you might see them go receiver, but I don't think right here would be the option. I mean, George Fant is your right tackle. Greg Van Roten's not very good. Alex Lewis is trash. Connor McGovern's probably your second best lineman behind Mekhi Becton. I don't see why. I mean, I hate to take the same picks, but I don't see why you don't go Penei Sewell right there too for them. So now we're going to go to Miami, another team I think you could see trade back because they're not going to pick a quarterback right here. And there could be teams like Carolina, Detroit, Denver, 49ers, Patriots that you might could see trade up to get a quarterback. Right here for Miami with this pick, I'm gonna go Jamar Chase. I feel like that's the best option. I still think Devontae Smith's the best receiver in this draft, but I don't know. I just think Jamar Chase would be a better fit in Miami. They just got Will Fuller too. So Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, Jamar Chase, scary. Number 4, easy pick right here. I'm actually gonna not go Kyle Pitts. I'm gonna keep it the same. I'm gonna go Micah Parsons for Atlanta. I don't see why you don't go Micah Parsons. Your defense needs help. Kyle Pitts isn't really – I don't understand that. I mean, you got Jones, you got Ridley, you got Russell Gage, you got Hayden Hurst. You just got Mike Davis, who is like kind of like a receiving back. So right here at 5 for the Bengals, with Jamar Chase off the board, I feel like Rashawn Slater should be the pick for them. And that's definitely going to be the pick. Rashawn Slater, even if you don't want to play him at tackle, he can play guard too. So that'd be a pretty good pick for Cincinnati there. So that's 6. Pretty easy pick for the Eagles. Going Devontae Smith to go to the Eagles. And then another easy pick, we go Jalen Waddle right here for the Lions. So, yeah, easy pick. So now we're at 8. We're with the Panthers. Zach Wilson's still on the board. Teddy Bridgewater. I know I think I talked about it in this – well, because I did a 7-round mock draft for the Panthers too. I think I talked about it in that and in 1.0. I just don't see them I don't see the point of them taking a quarterback at 8 unless you get Teddy Bridgewater off the books. $20 million for 2 more years. I don't see why you would take a quarterback, but I think for the best of them, with Michael Parsons being off the board, Zach Wilson right here, it's an easy pick for them. Now here's where I'm going to switch it up at. I went Caleb Farley last time, I think. Don't quote me on that. I think I went Caleb Farley last time for Denver. Not going to be the answer this time. I'm going Justin Fields for Denver. Justin Fields, easy pick for them. Drew Lock is just not it. I don't care what anybody says. Drew Lock is not it. Moving on to pick 10, Dallas. He's right here. You get Patrick Surtain. I think Farley Fairley, however you want to say it, he might be better. How far did they drop him? Where's he at? Wow, to 28. I think Fairley's the best corner in this draft, and then Surtain, and then Horn. But I think Surtain fits Dallas' scheme better. So right here at 11, they got Galladay, they got John Ross. They don't need a receiver anymore. They don't need a quarterback. You don't need a tight end. They just went and got Kyle Rudolph. So you got Ingram and Rudolph. You could look at J.C. Horn or like a Christian Darrisaw right here, honestly, for them, or Elijah Vera Tucker. I think the best pick right here for them would be Kwity Paye. But now that I think about it, I actually think I like Elijah Vera Tucker for them. I mean, Zach Fulton is not good. Nick Gates is not good. Matt Pert is not good. Honestly, this is kind of out of left field. I didn't expect this to be the pick right here for me and the Giants. I'm going to go Elijah Vera Tucker to the Giants at 11. So that brings us to the 49ers, which gets me concerned a little. You got J.C. Horn on the board right here. I think he fits perfectly in there over Farley, however you want to say it. But I also like Mac Jones for them, but I am going to go J.C. Horn right here at 12 for the 49ers. And then this is an easy one. Darrisaw's still on the board. You got to protect Justin Herbert. Get a young offensive tackle. Darrisaw goes to the Chargers right there. And now we're at the Vikings, which I think I went Elijah Vera Tucker last time. But now there's no like really, really good inside, like the next best inside offensive lineman on the board here is Creed Humphrey at 45th. 45th ranking, whatever. I don't want to do this, but I kind of want to at the same time. So I think I was watching Hail Mary podcast draft with that franchise guy, and I think he went Trey Lance right here. I mean, you got Irv Smith. Oh, you could play him at receiver. Yeah. Kyle Pitts to Minnesota. I mean, you got Dalvin Cook at running back. You got Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson. You got Kyle Pitts. You got Irv Smith Jr. Dirty. So Trey Lance is still on the board right here. There's no way he doesn't fall farther. I think they already said that Cam Newton will probably not be the starter next year, and they re-signed him. But yeah, we're going Trey Lance at 15 to the Patriots. That's a pretty easy pick. And now we're at 16. They just actually got Malcolm Butler today. So this is going to be an interesting pick. I'm going to take Najee Harris. They lost Kenyon Drake. They just got Malcolm Butler. I don't know if this is going to be how updated this depth chart will be for them. But, I mean, Chase Edmonds is your running back? I mean, Chase Edmonds isn't bad. Yeah, Chase Edmonds is your running back. Chase Edmonds isn't bad, but I would rather have Najee Harris. So now we're at 17 with the Raiders. I think Gregory Rousseau was my pick for them last time. Maybe JOK. And JOK Actually, I don't know because they lost their tackles. They lost Brown and they lost Hudson. He was their center, and they lost the other guy. I'm gonna go Tevin Jenkins for the Raiders. I think that's a good pickup right there for them. Ooh, see now this is tough. Because I could go ETM to boost their offense even more, get them a nice running back. But I feel like you could wait for that if you're the Dolphins, honestly. Oh, do I go JOK or do I go Ojolari or Pay? I'm gonna go Quiddy Pay right here for the Dolphins. Get him a little edge rusher. Okay, all right. I like that. So supposedly Ryan Fitzpatrick and Tyler Heineke are gonna be the competing quarterbacks next year for Washington. I did not expect that to happen. So now with quarterback being out the picture, they just went and got Curtis Samuel and Adam Humphries, wide receivers, kind of out the picture for them too. You could go Farley right here with them, but I'm going to go JOK to help with their line. There's not really a tackle. I mean, Cosme's right there. See, this is one of the things I kind of like, which, people who are watching this might not like it, but I kind of like this is, y'all kind of get my raw footage. Like, you get raw of just me, like, what thought processes I go through. Oh, yeah. If you want Heineke, Fitzpatrick, whoever to be successful, you need to get another blocker, especially playing in the NFC East, right? Yeah. You got DeMarcus Lawrence. You got like 7 pass rushers here. And you got Brendan Graham. Is he free agent? Still, Fletcher Cox doesn't come up. But yeah, I like Samuel Cosme right there for the football team. And like I said, I don't want to keep on taking like the same picks over and over again in drafts. So I'm trying to switch it up a little. Now here's where it gets interesting. Mac Jones is on the board right here. They signed Andy Dalton. And they're not signing Mitch Trubisky back, supposedly. So Andy Dalton and Nick Foles. But at the same time, you're not going to win this year with Mac Jones as a rookie, I don't think. And there's no really tackles on the board. And shopping Anthony Miller. They just released Fuller, though, too. I like Caleb Farley right here as the pick for Chicago. So, again, we're going to go back here. We're going to go look so we can see what we're talking about here. I forgot they just signed Damian Williams today, too. That's an interesting pickup for them. So, yeah, your corners are Desmond Trufant and Jalen Johnson. Not terrible, but you go get Caleb Farley. Great pickup for them. So here we are. I feel like even though there's not really like a tackle, Mayfield's right there. I don't really like Mayfield for them. I think Greg Newsome is the pick right here. They just got T.Y. Hilton back. They don't really need a receiver anymore. Or Eric Stokes. I'm going to go Greg Newsome for Indianapolis right there. So they lost Malcolm Butler. And they got Janoris Jenkins, though, right? They lost Jackson and Butler, but they got Janoris Jenkins, which I think is an absolute L for them. I don't know why they did that. I guess they had to free up money for Bud Dupree. Oh my God. That's terrible. Yeah. Caleb Farley is definitely the pick right here for them. Their corners are terrible now. Oh, I just picked Caleb Farley, didn't I? And Greg Newsome. Yeah, so Eric Stokes. Eric Stokes is the best cornerback on the board now. Eric Stokes, Tennessee, pretty easy. The Jets, they're back up on the board. We went and got Penei Sewell last time. Then, look at this. Now you're sitting there and it's like, do you want to replace Sam Darnold? Because if you do, Mac Jones is here. I don't think you should. I think you should go like Ojolari maybe. Ojolari or Bateman, get another weapon. But honestly, I like Travis Etienne right here. You don't really have a running back. Mac Jones is still good. Yeah, you don't really have a running back. Travis Etienne, Jets, easy pick for them right there. So we kind of lost all of our corners. We, as in the Steelers. Yeah, we're gonna wait on that. So I'm still gonna stick with our original, our always plan with the Steelers. We gotta replace Alejandro Villanueva. Go Jalen Mayfield right here. Not bad. At that point though, like with nobody really on the board that they want right there, I could see them also trading back possibly. This is a pretty easy pick for Jacksonville right here. You still have Rashad Bateman on the board. You go get another weapon for Trevor Lawrence. Easy pick. Another easy pick. Ojolari is still here. You go get the Browns go get another edge rusher. Ojolari, Myles Garrett. Ooh. Ooh. Now this one's an interesting one because I kind of want to go Jalen Phillips or Oweh or Rousseau here. But I'm actually gonna go Trayvon Moray because Baltimore, I feel like, has always been known to have like a really good secondary. And even though their secondary was really good this year, I feel like it was still disappointing. I mean, obviously Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey is probably I would say easily the best 1-2 corner duo in the NFL. Tavon Young was good for them, really good. Jimmy Smith is really good. But like Deshaun Elliott was good and Chuck Clark was good, but like I just don't think they were that good. But I'm not gonna go safety right here for them, honestly. I mean, it's tough because when I look at their if I looked at looking at their defense right here, right? If I say the whole, I think it's their linebackers. Honestly, I don't think it's their D-line. I don't think it's their secondary. I think it's their linebackers. And JOK's on the board. If you really want somebody to play safety or if you want an edge rusher or you want a linebacker, JOK's perfect for that. I'm going JOK to the Ravens, which is being a Steelers fan is absolutely terrifying because he is a monster. So here we are at 28 with the Saints. Terrence Marshall, Austin Manuel Sanders. Right? Yeah. You want Tony or you want Marshall? I'm looking at Marshall as more like another Michael Thomas. I think. I would think. What does TDN say? Feature receiver. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's really capable of doing anything. But Tony's like that deep threat, fast guy, like slot receiver. And I don't really like. I think Kadarius Toney's more of a weapon right here for them. So I'm gonna go Kadarius Toney to the Saints at 28. Now that the Packers lost out on Will Fuller, and I just want to address this real quick because Mac Jones is still sitting here. To all the Mac Jones fans, I'm sorry. Mac Jones just isn't it for me. No Alabama quarterback has ever been it for me. Even AJ McCarron. I just think that you're playing with 5 stars every day. I just don't know if it's – and watching his pro day yesterday, his throws didn't look good. His deep balls, his receivers are having to slow down to catch. There was a comeback route that I saw him throw that he threw on the run, and it just was like it wasn't even like a comeback. Like when I'm thinking comeback, I'm thinking, put it outside to the receiver and catch it like this and go down to the ground or go out of bounds. And he threw it up. He threw it like it was a fade. Like that's getting picked off 9 times out of 10 in the NFL and probably getting taken back to the house. I just want to go on a little Mac Jones rant real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. So we'll just get back to the draft. I mean, Eichenberg's there, but at the same time, Terrence Marshall's there. I feel like they just don't. I feel like this is the year where they've gotten so much. Sorry for the language. So much shit over the years for not taking a weapon for Aaron Rodgers. I feel like they got to this year. Terrence Marshall, pretty easy pick for them. Now we're in Buffalo, with no big corner. I'm not really big on Aaron Robinson being on the board. I feel like edge is a pick here. Jalen Phillips is still there. Jalen Phillips at 30 to the Buffalo Bills. Now this is interesting. Eichenberg still being there. I feel like they got to go Eichenberg. I mean, the only other option really is I took both of them. I'm stupid. Yeah, I mean, Elijah Moore. Unless you wanted to go linebacker. I'm going to go Eichenberg right here at 31 for the Chiefs. And then Barmore, this is a pretty – I feel like this is damn near locked for the Buccaneers at 31. Christian Barmore, monster on the D-line with Vita Vea. Whew, scary. All right, now you got to protect Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. Dylan Radley is still there. Easy pick for Jacksonville. Start the second round. Now we're at the Jets. If you really want to replace Sam Darnold, he's still there. But nah, we're going edge right here. With Jason Oweh still being on the board. That's a pretty easy pick. They got to go defense. They went offense. Offense. Now you go defense. Pretty easy. I was getting Twitter notifications. I was making sure there was no free agent signing, even though it's 11 o'clock at night. Don't think there is one. Again, I mean, your edges are right here. You just took Micah Parsons, so you don't need one of those linebackers. But here's the thing. Now, here's the thing interesting. Trayvon Moehrig on the board. They lost Keanu Neal, Ricardo Allen, and DeMonte Casey, all three of their safeties. So I would love to go edge for them right here. I feel like edge is such a replaceable position that I'm going to go Trayvon Moehrig. Their secondary is horrid. So I feel like that's a good pick for them. And then here, I don't want to fall on it, but I kind of want to. I kind of want to go Javonte Williams so they can get that running back, but I feel like they can get it later on. And with Zaven Collins still being here, you go get a linebacker. You got to go Zaven Collins right there. I'm sorry if I'm like, I don't know if y'all able to tell, but I'm in a rolly chair and I'm just like rolling back and forth right now. So it probably looks weird on camera though. So yeah, I don't understand this. I mean, they literally said we want Jalen Hurts to be our quarterback. You just went and signed Joe Flacco, so you get that veteran backup. I don't see the point of them getting a quarterback at all. No tight ends really being on the board. Aaron Robinson's there. I'm just not big on Aaron Robinson. Nick Bolton's still there. Honestly, I'm going to go Nick Bolton right here at 37 for the Eagles. They get some linebacker depth. He'll probably be a starter there anyways. Now, this is hard. Creed Humphrey's there. You go get your center and Creed Humphrey. But then at the same time, like Gregory Rousseau's there. And you went offensive line first round. Gregory Rousseau, easy money. Bengals win the Super Bowl in the next 5 years. 7 years. Let me say 7 years. I don't want to sound stupid. So here we are. You got your quarterback now. You got your receivers. You got your running back. But you don't got a tight end. But, like, there's no tight ends that I feel like would – I mean, Brevin Jordan and Pat Fremont are really good, but, like, you got so many more holes on your team. You got Alex Leatherwood right there. That's kind of a stretch, though. So what I'm going to do here for the Panthers, even though I've already said I'm not really big on them, I'm going to go Aaron Robinson, put him a corner because their corners are terrible. Yeah. So 40. We're back at the Broncos. They got their quarterback in the first round. Their defense is bad. Baron Browning is there. They need a linebacker. I'm going to go Baron Browning for the Denver Broncos right there at 40. So now we're at 41. Asante Samuel Jr. is really good. I really like Asante Samuel Jr. So, I mean, I'm all for, like with teams that have big holes, I don't think you should focus on one side every single round. So, like teams like the Lions that have big holes, we went receiver first round, so I'm going to go defense second round for them. Linebackers, Jamin Davis is really good, but I think their cornerbacks need more work than the linebackers. So I'm going to go ASJ. Asante Samuel Jr. right there for the Lions. So now we're back here. Joseph Asai is here. Like I said, teams that have a lot of holes, like the Giants. I really don't see the point of them needing an edge rusher though, honestly. I'm gonna go Jamin Davis right here for the Giants. Their linebackers are not good at all. I've seen a ton of drafts where they say 49ers trade up top 10 to get Mac Jones. They don't need to. They get him second round. Mac Jones, 49ers. Jimmy G, we'll see you later, man. Mac Jones, 49ers, second round. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nobody really there. I like Alex Leatherwood right here, I think. I think I'm liking Alex Leatherwood right here for the Cowboys. Yeah, Alex Leatherwood, Cowboys. Protect Dak. Let Zeke run. Pretty easy. Yeah, this is definitely we went three offensive positions in a row. Yeah, definitely need to go defense right here for them. Joseph Asai is there. Is it too much of a jump to take Jabril Cox or Javon Holland here? I like Jabril Cox. Oh, unless you go on Wuzurike, I think is how you say it. I'm gonna take him. Levi Onwuzurike. So the Jaguars are going to get a little defensive lineman. So now here we are. Jabril Cox is definitely the pick here, I feel like. Right? I mean, you don't really need a receiver anymore. Got James White back. You don't need a running back. I feel like that's a pretty easy pick. Jabril Cox, yeah. Patriots. They get some linebacker depth. Not big on Javonte Williams, by the way, just for the people that want to hate, because I'm not taking Javonte Williams. Yeah, easy pick here. Joseph Asai to the Chargers, for sure. Second biggest need is an edge. So why don't you go get him? This is another easy pick. They just lost Rodney Hudson. Creed Humphrey's sitting right here on the top of the board. They go get Creed Humphrey. Raiders do. Now here's where it's getting interesting because Elijah Molden, I think, is better than Kelvin Joseph. They just traded somebody away, but they just got Rodney Hudson. Or really, do you really want to tight end? Do you really want to load that offense down? Their defense is kind of already nice. I feel like the best. I'm about to say trade pick right here for them would to be go get Pat Fremont. I mean, you don't really have a solid tight end. I wouldn't say. Let me go look at this. Let's see if it's updated. Byron Murphy. No, it's not. Yeah. I just realized how bad the corners are. When they got Malcolm Butler, still though, their corners are terrible. We gotta go cornerback right here for them. I don't know much about Kelvin Joseph, honestly. But I'm gonna start an outside corner. I like Elijah Molden better than Kelvin Joseph. I'm gonna take Elijah Molden for them. Oh, my lights just went off. Okay, so yes, I have motion sensor lights in my room. I forget about that. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. We're back. So yeah, Javonte Williams is still on the board here. I know I've already taken like 3 offensive players for them, I think, or 2, maybe 1. Yeah, Javonte Williams is definitely the pick right here, for sure, 100%. Now this is interesting. Jabril Cox is off the board. There's no like big linebacker on the board anymore. Honestly, I like Javon Holland right here for them. They don't really need a receiver anymore. There's no. Actually, we're gonna take this Kelvin Joseph kid. We're gonna take Kelvin Joseph. Don't know much about him. Gonna have to go look him up after this. Because that might have been a bad pick. But Washington football team gets Kelvin Joseph at pick 51 in the second round. So here's where it's getting interesting. Elijah Moore's right here. If Anthony Miller is to get traded, Elijah Moore is definitely the pick. Either way, I feel like, honestly. Allen Robinson's probably going into this year. Which that sucks because then that like takes that one wide receiver away. With Rondale Moore still being there, though. Oh, yeah. Rondale Moore, easy pick for Tennessee. Lost Corey Davis, lost Adam Humphries. A.J. Brown is essentially your only receiver at this point. So here we are. We're at 54, second round, Indianapolis Colts. Their number one need still being a tackle. No tackle at this point is really wowing me. I think their best option right here would to be go Ronnie Perkins or Davian Nixon. Lost Justin Hughes. I'm gonna go Ronnie Perkins right here for the Colts. Get a little another defensive addition. Easy pick. Easy pick. I mean, I don't think he can play center. Yeah, Wyatt Davis can't play center. So you're going to go Landon Dickerson. Beef up that O-line for the last year of Ben Roethlisberger. And then here we go with the Seahawks. This is the first pick in the draft. With what's his name? Joe Tyron. I feel like this probably could be the pick, honestly. Unless you wanted to go a tackle like James Hudson. Or even Wyatt Davis. I mean, honestly, with how Russell Wilson was talking about the line, I would almost feel like they got a good offensive line at this point. I mean, they just got Gabe Jackson. Then you get that other guard. Brandon Shell is a terrible. DeJuan Brown isn't that bad. Gabe Jackson's your best lineman. At that point, you really just need a center and a right guard. And Wyatt Davis can come right in and play right guard easily. Right in, play right guard. I'm stupid. Now, I mean, you come in here, James Hudson's still there. I'm not very big on James Hudson. Honestly, the developmental offensive tackle with scheme fit is a zone rushing attack, and honestly, they're not a zone rushing team. I feel like you could go in there. Yeah, I like that. You got Pat Fairmouth or Brevin Jordan. I like Brevin Jordan better. I'm going to say it now. Brevin Jordan to the Los Angeles Rams. And then here you are at Ravens. And Javon Holland being on the board. And I really want to take them as safety. But at the same time, Amari Rodgers is right there who's been flying up the draft boards. And they need a receiver. Everybody knows that. We go Amari Rodgers, get Lamar Jackson another little weapon to throw to. And this is an easy pick. You just went edge. You got Davian Nixon sitting right here at the top of the board. You go Davian Nixon, beef with that defensive line. And that's another reason why I think the Steelers are going to try to upgrade their offensive line because it's looking like Ravens and Browns are probably going to both be taking defensive line. So we were at 60. Coming down to the last 5 picks of the draft, New Orleans Saints are on the board. They need a corner. And there's really just not one that's wowing me. There's not one. I mean, Melifonwu is the next highest one. They could use an edge. They could use a safety. And I honestly like Javon Holland right here for them. Javon Holland, New Orleans Saints at 60. 61, Buffalo Bills. Need a corner like we just went over. No really corners. There's not really – I mean, Tutu Atwell is the best receiver on the board. Nico Collins is probably better. They don't really need a receiver. They just went and got Matt Breida. So they don't really need a running back anymore. I could definitely see them using a defensive lineman though. Milton Williams is there. Joe Tyron's there if you want to go an edge route. But really, I think if they went Pat Freiermuth, I think that's the best pick for them. Even if that offense, their tight end isn't good. Who is it? Dawson Knox? Tyler Kroft? You beef up that pass offense for Josh Allen. Matt Breida's a catch and running back. You got Stephon Diggs, you got Cole Beasley, you got Emmanuel Sanders, you got Gabe Davis. And Dawson Knox is your tight end. Easy for them. Here we are at 62. James Hudson's on the board. I know they need a corner pretty badly. They just re-signed Kevin King. I know he's not good, but James Hudson's got to be the pick right here. They need a tackle. And now the last 2 picks, we're at the Chiefs. I feel like it'd be stupid to not go receiver right here. Tutu Atwell, Nico Collins. I think they could use a big physical receiver instead of like another speedy guy. So I think they should go Nico Collins right here. And then last but not least, we're at the Buccaneers. They're probably going to lose Antonio Brown. So I think this is another receiver pick, honestly. And I think that they go – I think Dwayne Eskridge is it better than Tutu Atwell. You know what? Tylan Wallace, I think, is the best out of these guys. I'm going to go Tylan Wallace, last pick of the draft. And so that is my mock draft 2.0. I will do what I did last time. I'll go through slowly right here. So if you don't want to watch the whole thing and you skip to the end, you can pause and look at the picks real quick. So we're just going through the first round, 16 through 20, 21 through 25, and then 26 through 30, 31 and 32 being right there. And let's get the round 2 real quick. We got 33 through 37, 38 through 42, 43 through 47, 48 through 52, 53 through 57, 58 through 62, and then 63 and 64. So that, like I said, is my mock draft 2.0. And yeah, that's all I got. I'm going to be running a poll on my second Instagram where I get some of my viewers from. I might be doing an NBA mock draft next. I did find a website, and I've started to get into doing those. So, yeah. And I also want to put this out real quick because when I say, like, I don't know much about this guy, like Kelvin Joseph or Aaron Robinson or Enrique or Ronnie Perkins, Davian Nixon, Javon Holland, James Hudson, like guys I don't know a lot about is because I don't sit here and do film study like a lot of people do because, like I said, I just do this for fun. I got classes for college to do, I just kind of do this for fun in my free time. Yeah, I don't watch film and I don't watch a lot of film and stuff like that like other people do. I don't do film studies. I don't, write notes about people and make my own draft boards. I just kind of go off of this and go off of what I've seen by watching college football. So yeah, that's all. That's all I got. So yeah, I appreciate y'all watching and peace.